So hello, we are Algo Avengers. We are taking part in SIH and we have chosen the problem statement 1515. So our problem statement SIH1515 is that smart and real-time management of parking system in India. To solve the parking issues in our country, we need to find a technology-driven solution to optimally use the available parking spaces in our country. To solve the smart parking problem, we are proposing an app-based solution. So firstly, whenever the user wants to use our services, he need to register to our app. For that, we'll be picking some of the basic details from him. We'll be taking some of the basic details and we'll be verifying him using his driving license. We'll be ensuring the data security as well, because we are taking the sensitive information like driving license. We are confident about our data security. And the next thing which we are providing is that once the user registers in our app, according to his GPS location, we will be showing him all the nearest possible parking locations to him, and he can choose any of the nearest possible location, and he need to provide us two information, which is the type of the vehicle and the price of the time of the stay which he is going to stay there. So coming to the dynamic pricing algorithm which I have discussed earlier. So whenever a user books and slot, he would be charged accordingly. So this charge would be coming from this algorithm. So in this algorithm, the main three things are that L, R, and Z. Here, this LR represents the price range which the parking slot provider wants. Let's say there are two different parking slots. One in the mall and other thing is somewhere in the bus stand. So the mall parking provider would be costing more than the provider of the bus stand, because he would be containing all those charges as well, all the security guard charges, all those things. So I'm not going to be going all further details, but yeah, there would be some changes in the base price of according to their location. So taking that into our account, we'll be giving this L and R option. This L and R option would actually represent the minimum price which he is wanting and the maximum price which he is fine with. So always, whenever we are calculating the base price would vary in between these two things. Always the base price would be either at least the minimum at L and at most at R. So yeah, how base price is exactly calculated? The base price is exactly calculated using this graph. So this x-axis is representing the percentage occupancy whenever there is 0% occupancy, which means there are no cars in our parking slot. We'll be charging the least because there is no demand at all. So whenever the demand is very high, we would be charging more, which is R. So in between, this would be calculating accordingly using this graph. This can also be calculated like from this graph we can be deriving this formula, and this would be calculated from this formula. So once we get the base price, so as I have told you initially, the user would be giving us the stay time. So let's say he has chosen for 1 hour. Then the base price would be calculated at that instant whenever he is booking, and the price would be calculated according to this base price and this formula only once, which is the price plus FE to base price at once. But whenever he, let's say, overstays than whatever he has requested, let's say he has booked for 2 hours and he is overstaying for 3 hours, then will be the time which is overstaying would be recalculated using this dynamic pricing. Like it would be every time whenever there is a change in the base price, this price would be recalculated. So in this way, we will be ensuring the fairness among the parking slots.